Hello, my beautiful friends. Julianne here of Julianne Net Art. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. If you are new, I'd love it if you'd consider subscribing. I'd love to have you stick around. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you my plans for October. I had two thoughts when I was gathering my books for this. One was that I overplanned, maybe bit off more than I can chew. And what was my other thought? Oh, yeah, crazy lady Julianne. So I didn't write it down. I have everything in stacks. Would it be smart to write it down? Yeah, of course. But, you know, we just do what we do. I'm going to start with Alien Worlds, which is probably the only whip I'm going to be carrying over. Hopefully the only whip I'm going to be carrying over from October. I had started this page with the oil pastels, and I just haven't gotten any further on it. And so I would like to finish that up fairly quickly in October. So that's as far as I know, that should be the only whip that I bring forward. I hope. It's the only one I'm planning to bring forward. Well, not that I'm planning to. Who knows? Maybe I could actually get to it. We're going to do the obligatory pass through of Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. Still have not started this page. Told myself I would at least do the strawberries this month, but as I mentioned in my last video, I am at my mom's, and we've had we've had my brother's little dog, and we've been dog sitting, and he is a very, very needy little dog. He is sweet and he is adorable, but he is a full-time attention seeker, and he also is a little thief, and he steals things, but he doesn't, like, he'll steal your shoe or your slipper, but he doesn't steal it to chew it. He just steals it to stand in front of you and try to barter for a treat, because he gets a treat in exchange for whatever he's stolen. So that's his pattern, and that's what he's learned. And so he will go around the house just searching for things to steal and trying to make barters. He's like a little roving bazaar. Like, it's funny. So he's super cute, but he's super demanding of time, and I have not been able to color. And of course I have to be aware of not having all my coloring stuff out. So that's why I haven't gotten as much colored for October as I was hoping to. So I still haven't gotten to this. I have to do something in October. I have to. Sorry, it's not centered there. We'll just see how it goes. Like I said last month, I would be happy with just the tiniest thing, just something that I can say, at least I've done that part. So that's that. Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Joanna Basford, which is a project book with Emilie from eArt Studios. Luckily her plate is fairly just as full as mine, and has had has done as much as I have, so she's no further ahead of me, so at least I don't feel bad that she's waiting for me or anything like that. Same goes for Secret Garden. Project book with Emilie from eArt Studios and Jena the Fiction Kitten on Instagram. Now, Emilie had already done her This Book Belongs To page, and it was basically in pinks and greens. So that's kind of her color palette. We decided we would choose our color palette and do the book. So hers is just her color palette has been decided by past Emilie. But Jena and I just go back and forth in our group chat, and constantly sharing new color palettes, and constantly like, ooh, look at this new inspiration that I found, and changing our minds continuously. So that's why we haven't really gotten any further. This is what I've started. I have since changed my mind to another color palette since I showed you guys this the last time. Hopefully, I can have it nailed down and get something started in this for October. So that's the obligatory, oops, post-editing Julianne here for a last-minute edition. This was in my completed pages, so it wasn't in my stack of planned pages. But, of course, this is the hashtag that I'm hosting called Matchstick Mouse Through the Seasons that I'm going to put up the top here. And so every month we're going to color a page in the corresponding to the Northern Hemisphere season. I apologize to my Southern Hemisphere friends. Yeah, so we did a page in September from Matchstick Mouse Autumn, and then for October I asked you guys on my YouTube to vote on the page, and you guys voted on this page. So this one will is another page planned for October, and at the end of the video when I count out my books, this one's not even included, so it's another book. But again, it's a simple page, so it should be easy enough. But yeah, so this is the one you guys voted on, and this is the one we'll be doing for October for my Matchstick Mouse Through the Seasons hashtag. And there's actually one more plan, since apparently post-editing Julianne has a few more brain cells than filming with Julianne. There was another project book that I don't have yet because customs is a bit of a pain. But there is a new group that Jamie from Jamie's Coloring Love has kind of started, and we're working our way through Airy World Heritage, The Journey Through Time, and I'll put a picture of the book here. And I had ordered it. It got stuck in customs, and then when it was only coming from the US. It was coming from a US seller, but it was the Japanese version of the book. But anyway, it got caught in customs, and then I called Amazon, and then they said that it was lost, and so then they refunded it and sent me another one. And would you believe it got released from customs like a week later, but then it ended up going back to the seller because it was refunded. And so then the other one got stuck in customs. The second replacement one got stuck in customs as well, but it got released on Friday technically. No update at the moment, so we'll see what happens with it. Hopefully it gets here. When it does, starting that book, we're working our way through it front to back, so starting the couple intro pages is on my October plans. I don't think I'll be able to get a whole lot done more than the intro pages, but I'd like to get them done. So that's another book to add to my growing stack of October plans. Anyway, I'm gonna put you back over to filming Julianne. Sorry, that's the obligatory project books. Next is the other project book that I actually do seem to get to, which this is a project book with the lovely Jo of Geordie Colors and the beautiful Kate of Kate's Coloring Haven. And they had started the book ahead of us. They had started the book ahead of me, but I joined them. And so we had taken a couple months off for me to catch up a little bit, and for Kate had fallen a little bit behind as well because, you know, life. And so, yeah, we had, sorry, just trying to make sure you're in frame here. anyway, yeah, we had taken a little bit of time off for Kate and I to both catch up. So I haven't really gotten a whole lot farther on this page, but I did do the tortoise and the hare page, which I'm quite happy with. And so for October, we are doing the town mouse and the country mouse. I am both intimidated and excited about this page. I've never done fruit. I want to try to do it a little bit realistically, so I'm looking forward to that. I don't know exactly how I'm going to approach it yet. This paper is so toothy, I like to base it with something water-based first. So yeah, I don't know quite how to approach it, but I'm excited about it anyway. And so that is one of my for sure pages. So I have a lot of for sure plan pages that are like actual buddy colors or project books. And then I have a whole lot of pages that I would like to try to get to. So this one is a for sure. The next for sure is Kaleidomorphia. Did I mention? Sorry, have to reach. Erie. World Literature. I don't know if I mentioned the title of it, but yeah, so Erie World Literature, my project book with Kate's Coloring Haven and Jordy Colors. Next is Kaleidomorphia by Kirby Rosanos, and I am doing this super cool owl page with Jena, the fiction kitten, on Instagram. And I am fairly excited about this page. The metal is intimidating. I find metals a little bit time consuming, but I'm hoping because of the shading that Kirby already puts in that it won't be quite as time consuming as other metals have been for me. But we'll see how that goes. So move my things around to make a little more room. Next one is Mythic World. This is a buddy color that has been going on with Jena, the fiction kitten, on Instagram, and Emilie from eArt Studios here on YouTube and Instagram, and Rachel from Rachel Colors and Crafts on YouTube and Instagram. And we had chosen the page like a couple months ago, but then never really got any further than that. I think Emily's the only one who's done some coloring in it, and then she kind of stopped to hold off and wait for us. And I know that Rachel has just started getting some coloring done on hers, she told me. So this is the Kumiho page, which is the Korean kitsune. So I definitely want to get this done. It has a real October vibe to me. So this is a for sure page. We're not going to put it off any longer. So that is Mythic World by Kirby Rosanos. And next buddy color is in Spirit Animals, and this is going to be with Melissa, aka Winter 89 Colors. She's on YouTube and Instagram, and we are, so technically our buddy color is this page. In an ideal world, I would like to color both pages, but at the very least I will make a note of the colors that I use so that I can have the other page match it. My plan, with Spirit Animals was to kind of always do the pages 2 at a time. But because my October is so full, I can normally color about average 10 pages a month, but maybe 9 if it's a busier month for me. And I definitely have more than that planned already for this month. So I think I'm going to just plan to color this one and then maybe leave this one for November. Leave this side for November. But I'll make note of the colors that I use and whatever mediums that I use. I will say the lantern, the light sources, I've never colored light sources. They are a little bit intimidating, but I kind of like that Hannah Carlson has these lines as opposed to just those like big black solid circles. I feel like that kind of lends a little bit more to, you know, the light source effect. So that's that page from Spirit Animals by Hannah Carlson. Next buddy color, Emilie from eArt Studios, who is a very, very lovely person. We both live in the same province, and I live in the interior and she lives in the city, and so I have very little access to stores that actually sell coloring books. Everything I get has to be online. And so, but my mom lives in the city, and so we kind of agreed that, she picked me up books when she saw them at, like, you know, Winners or the dollar store or something. And so then when I came down to visit my mom, we would meet up and she would give me these books that she got for me. And so then she ended up with an extra copy of this Jasmine Beckett Griffith Halloween, and so she also gave me this, and we met up last week, and it was really, really lovely. And yeah, it was fun, and hopefully we see each other again, and it's nice making a new friend. So that aside, I really wanted to do a buddy color in one of the books that she gave me, but because October was already kind of full, we decided to do one of these little quarter pages. So we're going to do just this little square with the pumpkin and the dragon, and which is called the Darling Dragonling 2. I will probably check out the original art for it and kind of use that as inspiration for coloring that one. So that's going to be buddy color with Emilie, eArt Studios. Then I have the Green Witches coloring book by Erin Murphy Hiscock, who has the Green Witch, but the illustrations are actually by Sarah Richard. The Green Witch is like a series of books. I think there's like the Green Witch journal and book, and I think there's also a sketchbook too, but I could be wrong about that. But this is going to be a buddy color with Kate, who is at Kate Pollyanna on Instagram, but I want to say her YouTube is at Mahonia. I will put it up top, and well, I'll put it also in the description. And so we are going to do this page here. That feels very autumny. I think we kind of agreed that this would be a bit of like a October, November, but it's, you know, the fall leaves, they're blowing in the wind. We have our little spider and our web and our little caterpillar and some feathers. Like, this is such a gorgeous page. It's probably one of my favorite pages from the book. But we just also, a lot of the pages are really detailed in this book. And so it still felt like an appropriate first page. So I'm really excited about this one. I definitely, I have a vision for how it's going to look, how it's going to come together. So I'm really excited for this page. So that is the Green Witches coloring book, illustrated by Sarah Richard. Next buddy color, because it is, actually I'm going to do this one first because it's the same size as the frame. So this one is another buddy color with Emilie of eArt Studios, and also Evolet, who is the Coloring Mermaid. And we are going to be doing, Night Terrors by Fabiana Attanasio. We're going to be doing this Headless Horseman page. Such a cool page. And of course, perfect for Halloween. So we're going to do that page. That'll be fun. I think I'm probably going to base it with alcohol marker, but I'm so on the fence about alcohol markers. I'm still trying to learn, and I don't ever seem to be happy with what I base an alcohol marker. I'm happier with my pages that I've on my PDFs when I've done those Hannah pages and I just color it entirely with alcohol marker and I do all the shading with alcohol marker. I'm really happy with those. But when I just base something flat with alcohol marker and try to go in over top with pencil, I'm never quite as happy. And I'm, 90% sure, 99% sure that it's user error. I'm trying to zoom you back in here. There we go. Yeah, it's probably I need to figure it out. It's a learning process, and I am still learning it. So our next buddy color is Dark Art Supernatural by Francois Gaucher. I suspect it's pronounced Gaucher, but I have no idea. Gaucher? It's probably Gaucher. Fun fact about me, I get hung up on trying to pronounce words correctly, and I can't just stop. I can't just say it wrong and then leave it. I have to fuss over it. Fun fact or just a dull fact? I don't know. Anyway, Rachel from Rachel Colors and Crafts and I are doing a page in this. We had ordered them from Book Outlet at the same time, and our orders even arrived on the same day. So we've actually been planning this buddy color probably since August. And so we're going to do this page because he looks like a Wendigo and it feels very fall with the toadstools and all the falling leaves, and yeah, it just feels like a very fall page. So and this one, because the black background, should at least be a little bit of a faster color, hopefully. One-sided pages, so I could use alcohol marker if I so desire. So that is Dark Art Supernatural by Francois Gaucher, and that is a buddy color with Rachel of Rachel Colors and Crafts. Next one that is kind of a buddy and kind of well, I think it's going to be a buddy. I think we've talked and we've agreed that we're going to make it a buddy, but now that I'm looking at all that I have, I'm a little bit on the fence about how I feel about it. But Emilie, AE Art Studios, and I had talked, and she was saying that she wanted to do this 30 Days to Halloween book and do a page a day for the month of October leading up to Halloween, right? And I basically I said I was thinking the same thing. And so, but we thought to be different, we would go from the back. And so it's like a countdown, right? 30 days to Halloween, 29 days to Halloween, 28 days to Halloween, and so on. It is fairly, basic. The black is already there. There's a minor shading on some of the stuff. So the plan is just to do it with alcohol marker, and some are easier than others, some have a little bit more space, but to do a page a day. I bumped the camera. I could probably knock one of the pages out in 30 minutes, I'm sure, because they're fairly easy, and it'll just be alcohol marker and then maybe a little bit of white paint pen highlight kind of thing. I don't plan to go any more than alcohol marker. I have no intention of doing any kind of shading with pencils. Any shading that would happen is going to be with alcohol marker. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to give it a start. But if I can't keep up with it, I am not going to beat myself up over it. So that's my plan. I would like to do a little one of the short reels or whatever they're called, of coloring the page each day. So Emilie and I are both planning to do the same thing. And so we're just gonna kind of loosely buddy with it, I think. But but we've also kind of agreed that, you know, we don't want the other person to feel pressure about it. So like if one of us can't keep up, or if one of us just says this is too much, you know, that's okay. We just want to have fun with it. And so I know it's quite an undertaking, even though they're simple pages. It's still an undertaking to commit to doing it every single day. Yeah, that is a project book / plan with Emily. And then I have another new project book / plan / double project plan coming up. And let me get you in frame here. So for this book, Jena, the Fiction Kitten on Instagram, Jena and I have been talking. Jena actually, I think, started it already, but they didn't get very far. So they've kind of paused, and we're going to do it together. The Cosmic Slumber Tarot Coloring Book by Tilly Walden. This is the same publisher as the Modern Witch Tarot Coloring Book. Candace from Happy Catastrophe has the Modern Witch, and when Candace does the her Color the Tarot series, the cards have these reflection questions. And so Candace reads it from her Modern Witch series, but this one, the Cosmic Slumber, also has it. And I got this from Book Outlet for, Book Outlet prices. This book I have, and Jena currently doesn't have. Jena currently has Alan Robert, Beauty of Horror Tarot. I don't have that book at the moment, but I am going to get that book very shortly. And basically what our plan is, I just had to get, so what Jena did with the first couple pages that they did in Alan Robert's Beauty of Horror Tarot, was Jena took tarot cards and drew a tarot card, and the card that they drew was the page that they colored. And so I think they've done 2 pages, and then one they started and didn't actually get any further with, because they actually just accidentally started the wrong page that they didn't draw. So what our plan is we're going to do a buddy in both books, and I'll catch up when I get Beauty of Horror Tarot. I'm going to catch up to the 2 pages that Jena's done. And so basically, I'm going to draw a card, and, whatever card that I draw is the page that we both color in Cosmic Slumber. And then the next time, the page, Jena will draw a card, and the card that they draw is the page that we both color in Beauty of Horror Tarot. So I think for starters, so there's the Hanged Man. So that's the one that we would do for, not that one, the Hanged one. So that would be the page that we would do with if that's the card that I drew, right? So to start out, we're just going to do 1 a month, and we'll alternate months. So for October, I'll probably just catch up for the 2 that Jena has done. And then starting in November, probably I will draw for this book. So this book technically wouldn't be for October. I think once the overwhelming stack of coloring pages that I have, once we pass that a little bit, I think we'd like to try to do both pages or work in both books each month. And then my plan for the cards is just basically that once a card has been drawn from the deck, I'm just going to keep it aside so that I'm only drawing from the ones remaining that haven't been colored. And so we kind of made sure to have to be using 2 books that had the full 78 card deck in it. So that's a really cool idea, and I'm really excited about that. But like I said, I don't have Beauty of Horror Tarot. I'm hoping to get it maybe next week. So next, and now we're getting to the end of my for sures. This last one is Fairy Wonderland by Fabiana Attanasio, and Rachel Colors and Crafts and I are doing the mythographic scavenger hunt. And for October, the prompts that we chose are owls, potions, and crystals. And so I had also done my, I just need a drink, sorry. I had done my randomizer where I picked the books that I was going to be working from for the autumn season. And so the 2 books that I chose for mythographic for October and November are Voyage by Joseph Cattenbang and Fairy Wonderland by Fabiana Attanasio. And none of the pages in Voyage are actually, there's not a single one that works for any of these prompts. So the page that I'm going to do is definitely going to come from Fairy Wonderland, but I haven't picked it yet. So I'm just going to show you the ones that I have tagged. I don't know why this one's tagged. Oh, you know why I tagged this one? Because I wasn't sure. This is in a jar. It's little stars, and I wasn't sure if it could be classified as a potion or not. I don't really think so. That's okay, because I'm not really interested in coloring it, so I'm just going to take the tag off of it. So the pages are this gorgeous fairy girl that has the crystals, which I really like. This one with the fox fairies and the crystals, I really love that one. This one with the owls and the crystals, I don't think I'm going to do that, so I'm going to take the tag off of that one. Sorry. Next one is this one with the little hedgehog and the little boy in the lantern. I don't think I'm going to do that, so I'm going to take the tag off of that one. And the potion one with this little mole and all his potions and stuff. I'm not leaning towards this one as much, but I'm going to leave it on. So I'm leaning towards either these fox fairies or this one here. I think this is my number 1 at this point, but we'll kind of see how I feel. But because we're doing the scavenger hunt, I definitely want to make sure to get 1 page done in a mythographic, because it is my challenge, so I feel like I should. So next, I'm gonna grab this little stack here. So I have a couple, the Gnome Sweet Gnome I had chosen. So that was all my for sures. Now these are the ones that are just, you know, if I can get to them kind of thing. So Gnome Sweet Gnome I had chosen by that random wheel spinner thing. And so this page here with Bobbing for Apples and the pumpkins is just a really cute page. I would get to that if I could. Witch Season by Jena Prosperina. I haven't tagged any pages in this one because it's just kind of all, some of them would be fine for November as well. But you know, any page in here would be good. Maybe I could do, you know, treat it with the alcohol marker shading a little bit like I do with a Hannah Lynn, perhaps. I don't know. The one thing that I'm not so good at with the alcohol marker shading is the skin. I find skin the hardest. So maybe, you know, a page like this I could do. Maine Coon Cat. So yeah, I don't have any pages actually picked out. I would love to get to one. If I don't get to it this month, I'm going to be putting it back on the list for November. Next is Year of Witches by Usuku. We're going to zoom back in. And so I'd really like to get to this book as well. Something in the autumn category, like maybe this one is really cute. Definitely one with pumpkins would be fun. This book is also untouched for me. I think if I was going to do one, I would definitely do one that was a little bit simpler. This one's really cute too. Like I wouldn't do one of these detailed pages. I would probably do like this one or this one or this one. Hopefully I can get to that. And this here, 130 Hygge Scenes, Cute and Cozy Coloring Book by Coloring Book Cafe. So this actually has their, I believe Hygge is the way to say this. If it's not, I apologize. So this has their creepy Hygge coloring book, their autumn Hygge coloring book, the Cuddly Friends coloring book, and the Cute Shop coloring book. So it is Cute Friends first, or maybe it's Shops first. Maybe Shops first and then Cute Friends. And then, or maybe it's Shops, yeah. And then we get to the autumn Hygge pages. So I would probably maybe try to do one of them in November, but then we get to the spooky Hygge, creepy Hygge, which I think starts on this one with the Halloween page. So, sorry, I'm thinking I would like to try to get one of these pages done. Oh no, here's where this is where the creepy ones start. This is still the autumn, and then this starts the creepy. So one of the pages in here that is probably, again, something a little bit more simple, but anything in here that strikes my fancy, if I have time, I would try to do. Yeah. And because that's not enough, I have I have a few more things. Books I'm going to set aside for a moment. So another artist that I had, I want to make sure you're in frame here, that I had pulled when I was doing my, sorry, it's white on white, so it's a little bit hard, but hard to see. But when I did my Autumn Pages Wheel Picker, this coloring book, I did the PDF coloring books as well. So the artist here is Yoriko Shido, I think it's how you say it. So I pulled a few pages from their book, and they're kind of a little bit simpler. I think they would be a little bit, you know, not as time consuming to color. I like the idea of leaving the white open space and just kind of coloring the image and letting it kind of fade into the white. So I actually chose ones that just have, each page has this kind of poem on the bottom. So I chose ones that, is that, can you see it? Yeah, okay. I just chose ones that kind of resonate with me. I'm going to just zoom you out a little bit more, if I can learn how. There we go. So this one is Free Me Locker Bolt. It's the same in this cage for this prison is made by oneself. I like it. It speaks to me. This one here, Uncertainty. Small claws cling on to you, slowly climbing to your head. Your lack of confidence and trust is what it feeds on since it came to be. This artist, she has a lot of these really kind of creepy. These ones are less creepy. Some of her stuff is quite creepy. And then this one here, think twice, meditate, analyze, think twice, quickly make your move, let your piece go swiftly through the board before time inevitably runs out. That one interests me the least, but I chose those 3 pages just because, like I said, they kind of, you know, resonate with me. I would not color all of them. They're the ones that I pulled that I might try to color for this month. Another one that if I happen to have a chance to get to it, this is from Bugville by Fern Brown. You can buy it on her Etsy shop, or also I think you can get it on possibly on Amazon. I know you can buy some of her books on Amazon. I don't know if all of them are there, but it's definitely available on her Etsy shop. This is really cute with all the little ants in their Halloween costumes and the pumpkin and the little queen ant sitting on the balcony. And then a few pages from this is Josh Lee's Fantasy Princesses. That again, I have the PDF, and so these are the ones that are quite October feeling, I think, like the witch here. This one is kind of a bit more fall, so if I don't get to these ones, this would probably go back in the running for November, same as this one, and same as that one. So they're just like, again, if I get to it, we have one more. Oh yeah, that one. So these are all ones from Josh Lee's Fantasy Princesses Coloring Heaven issue. And finally, we have some autumn coloring books that I would like to get to that may or may not get to them. We'll see how it goes, and if I don't get to them in October, I'm gonna put them back in the running for November. So Autumn Charm by Teresa Goodridge. I have not tagged any pages. If I manage to do it for October, I would choose one with a lot of pumpkins to try to get some pumpkins done. Definitely not one of these scenes. They intimidate me more. Maybe one like that. But I also like the one there's the one that has, I think, the truck. Is that in this book? I could do one like that, or one like this even. That would probably be a little bit faster. I guess the one that I'm thinking of isn't in this book. There's this truck one, but I thought there was another one with the truck going this way and all the pumpkins are in the back. But I think it might be in Autumn Harvest, not in Autumn Charm. So that one, Fall Gals and Puppy Pals by Deborah Muller. Again, I don't have any pages tagged. I'd like to get something done. Probably do a fair amount of alcohol marker with it. I don't know if I don't get to it this month, it'll definitely get back in the running for November. And we'll see how that goes. And then we have Christine Karen, Fairy and Fantasy 2, Grayscale, and I have a bunch of pages tagged, and some of them are a bit more autumn than Halloween, but I think I have this one tagged as Halloween with the witch, and then that one's kind of autumn. So again, if I get to that page, that's great. If not, it's just going to be put back in the running for November. I'm really going to try not to have so many buddy colors in November, because I really have overstretched myself again. And I don't mean to do it. I keep telling myself I'm not going to, and then I just do it anyway. And it's so hard. Like, I love buddy colors, and I like pushing myself out of my comfort zone, and I like the connection with people, right? Sorry, I need a glass of water. So we have the gorgeous Any Day Autumn Vibes coloring book. Oh, I really want to color in this. So, I would love to get a page done in this. If I don't get a page done for, this one's really cute. She's got little pumpkins on her apron. And the witch one, I love this one. If I don't get a page done in this for October, I will definitely do a page for November, but I would love to do one of these pages with the pumpkins for October. So, maybe not that one is so detailed, but it's just so sweet. Have I told you guys how much I love Any Day? Oh, she's in her costume there. So I'd love to do one of these pages. Out of the last few books, like the Deborah Muller Fall Gals and Puppy Pals, or the Christine Karen, or the Autumn Charm, I think I would actually want to get one of these pages done before those. And it's kind of easy anyway, you know, less to it. So that is my autumn plans, or not autumn, just October. That is my October plans video. My October plans. Oh, words are so hard sometimes, aren't they? So that is a lot of buddy colors. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 8, 9, plus project books is 10, and then 11 and 12 if I get to Secret Garden and Ivy and Inky, and then all the other ones that I'd love to touch. So that's a lot. That's a lot for me, and a lot of them are fuller pages. They're not a lot of simple ones, not a lot of small ones. A couple of them are smaller, a couple of them are more simple, but there's quite a few that are bigger detailed pages. So I definitely have my work cut out for me this month. We're gonna just see how it goes, and I definitely obviously want to have fun more than anything. But I think I'll be able to do it. I think I'll definitely be able to get to all the ones that I have commitments for. I really hope that I can at least get to, you know, even 1 or 2 extras would just be lovely. And then, like I said, I definitely want to not take on so much in November and just try to dial back the buddy colors and have a little bit more room for choosing my own pages during the month, because like I like that the buddy colors kind of give you direction, because sometimes I get that like decision paralysis, but I also don't like not having any room to choose something just because I feel like it. So I need the happy medium. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for sharing your time with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing. I'd love to grow my channel, and your likes and comments and subscribing really helps that. And yeah, have a wonderful day and be kind to yourselves out there. Bye-bye.